Hey everybody, how's it going? Well, we're here inside the apartment once again. We're doing a video from inside the confines of the cool, air-conditioned apartment. It's really hot outside. Today was a record-breaking 114 in Monrovia and surrounding cities here in LA County. Now, we have experienced high temperatures before. This is not anything out of the ordinary, especially for summer. Back in 2018, we did reach 116, 117 for a couple days. So it seems to be quite common, at least one weekend out of the year, that will reach excessive triple digits, which are, well, in my opinion, I really don't care for heat. I know that I really don't have a choice in the matter. When you get over 95, it's just kind of brutal. But when it's 114, you're just like, why? It's just hot. And luckily though, the plus side is that the humidity is not high. It's 8%. So that makes it a little more bearable. I can deal with a dry heat more so than a muggy, sticky, humid heat. That's gross. Just because I feel like I'm sweating all the time and just feeling ugh. Anyhow, enough about the stupid weather. What we have here on the table, or the desk rather, is a Dietz Hy-Lo. Now I know that this is not a big surprise. This is not a big rare lantern. This is a very common lantern. This is a lantern you'll find at most antique malls or online for a variety of prices. I've seen them go for $15 to people asking. Notice I say asking and not sold for. Some people are asking $75 to $200 for one of these. Now, is that a fair price? Of course it's not. Do they have the right to ask those prices? Of course they do. Should they expect to sell a lantern as common as a Hy-Lo for those prices? No, I'm afraid not. I think they're wasting their time. But I digress. I would gladly applaud someone for selling a Hy-Lo for that price, because that would be a monumental achievement. These typically fetch anywhere from $5 to about $35, $40 tops. That's what they're really worth, because they made a lot of them, and they do turn up, and most of the time they're in fair condition. Gladly, I've never paid more than $40 for a Hy-Lo, and I refuse to pay more than that, for just simple reasons, because they are common and they're not hard to find. Now, this one, as you can see, is painted black, which is not correct. Someone painted it black because it would look cool. It doesn't look bad. It's fine. But I will be stripping it. And this is the reason why I bought it, because everyone's like, well, you have plenty of Hy-Los. Why would you buy another Hy-Lo? Well, this is why. Right there. Can you see that? City of Los Angeles. Yeah. City of Los Angeles. It's a marked barricade lantern for City of Angels. And it was $35. Found it in Visalia this weekend. And we were up there visiting one of my wife's cousins, and she has a house up there with her husband, and we went antiquing yesterday, and that was a lot of fun. We had a great time, and my wife scored some really nice 1940s hats, and I got this lantern. And it's funny because I pulled up to this antique mall in Visalia, And I looked at this place. I'm like, there's something in there. I know there's something in there, and I'm going to find it. It's going to follow me home. Well, there were quite a few lanterns in there. I saw a Acme Inspector and a Dietz Jr. Wagon lamp. Now that's the one with the side clip and the shroud with the red reflector in the back. It's a great lantern. But they wanted about $275 for each. They also had real railroad lanterns, and those were, of course, hefty as well, because those do seem to be collectible. And the Acme Inspector is technically a railroad lantern. It was used a lot by a lot of railroads, and especially if it's marked with a railroad, then it definitely will fetch more money. $275 is pretty ambitious. It was a nice one. I didn't take it down off the shelf to look at it to see if it was marked with a railroad. I couldn't see any markings. I didn't look that hard because the price tag told me, says, better leave it alone. Anyways, I saw two other Hy-Los in this store, and they range from $55 to $65. And they were unmarked. They were generic and regular basic Hy-Los. Nothing wrong with that. They're wonderful lanterns. I have a couple unmarked ones myself, and I love them. But would I buy an unmarked Hy-Lo for that price? No, because I already have some. I need to save my money for other things that is more worth it. Well, you know, a marked City of Los Angeles Hy-Lo, that spoke to me. Since I have one already, this one it does have some dents. It's not in tip-top shape. So the other one I have is pretty much dent-free. This thing has got some dents on the fount, so it did see service. It's kind of banged around. I'm going to be stripping it and seeing what kind of condition the metal is underneath. Regardless, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to burn it, and yeah, what I could make out for the patent codes or the date stamp manufacturing is S840. That would be Syracuse, August of 1940. The other one I have, the one I've got first, is December of 1940, also from Syracuse. I think a majority of Hy-Los came from Syracuse. But anyways, this thing's really sweet, and it's the burner's free. It's not frozen in there. It will not take much to get this thing going, except for more than a wick and some oil. I think it will burn just fine, as most Hy-Los do. But anyways, this was the score for the weekend, and I'm really happy to find a City of Los Angeles Hy-Lo at an antique mall. It kind of restored my faith in antique malls a bit concerning finding old lanterns. So yeah, this thing will be fun to use. I will definitely use this more than the other City of LA one, because that one's in really good shape and I restored it. This thing will definitely be more. I'll grab this one to use for historic air raid events and whatnot. If I want to use a City of Los Angeles stamped lantern, this one definitely will be the one I would grab before the other one, because it's definitely the lesser of the two in condition. But it's cool to have two. I'm happy to have two, and it's not easy to find these marked City of Los Angeles Hy-Los. So that's why I grabbed it, and for a fair price. Yeah. Well, okay, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. I want to give a big thanks to my new subscribers and all my old subscribers. I just say I really appreciate you subscribing and following me on YouTube, and it means a lot. And I hope you'll find these videos in the future to be entertaining, and you just keep on spreading the word, and we'll have a healthy little following. So thanks again. Have a great Labor Day weekend. Stay cool, because it is very hot outside, and it will be hot outside for the rest of the weekend for those in the Southern California area. Stay shaded, stay hydrated, and stay cool. Absolutely. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.